I have to admit, your mom's chili is great. But did you know that every year there's a world championship in making chilies? Are you chilling if you're making chili? Contestants from all over the world gather around to make their best chili and show it to world's leading judges in making chili. And I honestly think your mom could be a judge in that competition. But the really good news here is that I got my hands on the recipe that won the 2025 World Championship chili making. Chili maker or chili chilling. I don't think it comes as a surprise when I tell you there are a lot of ingredients that go into this recipe. And you're also going to need a big pot. And the best ones are the ones that your grandma used to use. Cast iron with an émail coating. The first ingredient that you're going to use is minced beef. And it's got to be 80% meat and 20% fat. And even more specifically, if you want to win at this game, it's going to be either chuck or brisket. This is a kilogram and I'm shaping it into 5 large bowls. Those bowls then go into your grandma's pot. You're going to add about 400 milliliters of beef broth. And if it's not seasoned, you're going to add some salt, a sprinkle of garlic powder and some ground pepper. And as you might have noticed, I'm in my outdoor kitchen, so that's why I'm going to use my gas grill to bring it up to a boil. Slide in the pan, put the lid on. I'm going to bring that pan up to a medium heat and let it simmer. A big shout out to Lindsey, who actually won the 2025 chili competition. This man deserves a little applause. After all, it is his recipe. They've been simmering for 30 minutes and now we need to get those bowls out. Whee! Smells good already. Get rid of all of that beef broth. Starting over with a clean pan. Put in a can of tomatoes, a can of beef broth and half a can of chicken broth. Then it goes back to the boil. For the first spice dump, we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of chili mix, then a tablespoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a cube of dried beef broth, a cube of dried chicken broth, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes, and a pinch of salt. The recipe tells me that I need to add spicy sausage stuffing is something that I don't have, but what I do have, spicy chorizo. So I decided to slice that up and put it in instead of the spicy sausage stuffing. And then it's time to put the meatballs back in. And now I need to bring it up to a medium boil and let it cook for 45 minutes and take a nap. It's literally in the recipe. Take a nap. I gotta do it. It is said that chili is actually born in Texas.
Gonna do the Piggly Wiggly shuffle.
Where they only had bison and venison meat available and where chili peppers naturally grew. That's with people with helicopters. But there's a whole different story behind why it gotten so popular. You see, they used to feed prisoners chili. It has even been said that it's been served out multiple times a week. The only thing the prisoner missed from being in prison was the chili. That is starting to look really promising, but I'm pretty sure you won't believe me when I tell you what the next step is. The next step is turning off the burners and let it rest for an hour. Let it cool down and let it rest and take a nap again. I don't know if I can take another nap. Time to remove the sausages from the chili, and the recipe says not to throw it away, but it's a great snack that you can eat. The dog ate some sausages too. It's a bit spicy. You're okay? You're okay? Now bring the chili back to a rolling boil and start adding the second batch of seasoning, which consists of 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of chili mix, a tablespoon of all-purpose barbecue seasoning, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes, and a pinch of white pepper. It also tells me to add a bag of Saison spices. I don't have that. I'm gonna use the PitmasterX pork seasoning. And finally, a pinch of sugar. I'm gonna let it boil for 15 minutes and then I'm gonna break up the meat. The instructions are very clear. Some of the meat has to be broken up and some of the meat has to be left in chunks. And then add the leftover chicken broth to get the thickness that you want. But don't overdo it, it's not a soup. Now let it simmer for another 15 minutes and your chili is ready to be eaten. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is delicious. World Championship chili, guys. Wow, wow. That is the best chili I ever had. I love the big and small chunks. That is fantastic. And I love how spicy it is and not spicy at the same time. Below freezing and warm chili. It's the best thing ever.